Good afternoon, everyone. Our topic is all about common poultry disease prevention and control. So this is the continuation of Akdel's report. My assigned topic is all about the Maris disease virus. The pathogen alpha hepavirus, large DNA virus. So the classical Maris nervous system infection leading to paralysis nga maoy hinungdan nga maglisod paglakaw ang manok or dili na siya katarong pagtindog, typically leading to birds with a hurdle jumper appearance. Infection may also lead to eye infection, so maapektuhan pod ang mata. Transmission or epidemiologies. Rapid spread from inhalation of feeder dust thunder virus particles are released from feeder follicles. So dali ra kuno mo kanat ang virus sa particle of feeder follicles. So ang feeder follicles mao na siya ang imaba ang murag panit bitaw siya nga dira magkuan ang feeder. So dira mo kuan ang Maris virus. Its zoonotic risk negligible. Diagnose serology by ELISA. I don't know what is that. And PRC. So control of Maris disease, multiple live attenuated vector and DNA vaccine used in commercial production, delivered by sprayed drinking water or in ovo. So mao na siya, makita na to sa picture na maglisod na siya tindog, murag dili bitaw malihok ang ijang tiil. Kini nga sakit is no treatment available, so infected birds should be killed. Good biosecurity and hygiene can reduce transmission. So dapat gajod limpyo ang atong tangkal or always clean kay para dili ni nga sakit makuan. Kay tungod man gud nga ni nga sakit, ang mga alikabok or ang mga hugaw sa atong tangkal or sa atong environment, ang mga basura ni dira ma-adapt na nga sakit. Next is Flopax. The pathogen also double-stranded DNA virus, member of Avifax virus genus. Next is Flopax, the pathogen double-stranded DNA virus, member of the Avifax virus genus. Cutaneous or dry Flopax causes of raised scab like lesion or unfeathered areas. So mga sugat kuno ni si Jama kita sa comb, tall, mouth, legs, bent, and may lead reduced production. It also infection of the trachea or esophagus may lead to lesion that lead to impaired feed intake and frequent secondary bacteria infection known as with PAX. Fax transmission epidemiologies. Transmission is slow and primary via airborne spread. So hinay ra siya mag-transmit then through airborne spread. So tungod sa hangin makuan siya. And also biting insect can also transmitted the virus into the cutaneous form. So ang mga kagat pod sa lamok pwede po to siya maka-cause og flu-fax. Genetic risk, negligible, diagnosis, serology by ELISA, RT o PCR. So, ang control sa flu-fax, live attenuated and recombinant injectable vaccine. So, dapat baksinan gajud siya. Vaccination often leads to a small lesion or tick at the vaccination site. So, katong mga samad-samad ni Dya, kung baksinan to, pwede siya ma-close. No direct treatment of infection, but antimicrobials may be used against secondary bacterial infection. So, wayay direct nga treatment na makaayo ingani nga infection, but antimicrobials makuhaan si jug or may be used against secondary bacterial infection. So, mao na siya. Makita man ni siya kasagaran sa Turkey. Kanang sa among naobserbahan, kanang murag butig. Butig ba na itawag ingana? Mas, murag mao na itawag diri, butlig ba na? Butlig man siguro. Basta, dili ko familiar. Basta, murag, mao ra yang nabatian sa ilaha. Kanang sa mata siya nga, murag siya muburot bitaw. Kasagaran ni naa sa Turkey. Avian retroviruses. The pathogen avian leukosis virus, ELV alpha retrovirus group associated with formation of tumors including sarcoma. So, kini inasakit is formation of tumors. Roseocorma virus, first discovered as oncogenic virus, closely related to ELV together from the avian leukosis sarcoma virus group. ALSV or ESLV, retrocoliondotelia viruses, REV, JMA retroviruses, which can lead to leukocytes tumor formation but often carried without disease. Next is avian metapneumovirus, the pathogen in the developed group of RN viruses, member of Paramyxoviruses family. Paramyxovirus family. So, clinical signs can lead to swollen head syndrome in broiler chicken and breeders. Low mortality respiratory disease in chicken, which can lead to swelling around the eyes and nasal discharge. So, makuha ni siya sa swelling kuno around the eyes and nasal discharge. Infection in chicken can show little or no clinical signs. Bacterial secondary infection are common. In Turkey, infection causes a more serious disease of Turkey rhinotracheitis virus. Transmission of direct contact with plaques. Genetic risk negligible. Ang control niya is live attenuated and inactivated vaccine. Use an antimicrobials to control secondary bacterial infection. So, good management para makontrol na nga sakit sa manok or sa turkey. So, dapat na ay vaccine or good management. Next is infectious bronchitis virus, IVI, the pathogen avian restricted coronavirus, RNA virus. So, clinical signs, respiratory distress, often affecting the whole flock, signs including coughing, sneezing, gasping, and discharge from the nasal activity and reduced production. So, makuan ko nun nimo si sa ubhon, gas, kuan, mabantayan, majud na to ang manok, kanang kung sipunon si So, although morbidity is high, mortality is usually less than 5%. Some isolated may cause kidney damage, nephritis, secondary infection are common. Transmission of epidemiology, highly transmissible via aerosol route and contamination of environment. So, pwede siya makakuha sa environment. Multiple serotypes with distribution around the world. The recently emerged QX-like type is a particular problem in many countries. I don't know what is QX. Controls of multiple vaccine available across serotypes including against QX strain. Protection across serotypes is limited, so ideal vaccination regime may require multiple vaccine, example triple vaccine. So next is infectious laryngotracheitis, ILT, the pathogen alpha herpesvirus, galled herpesvirus. Clinical signs, acute respiratory disease, affecting birds by display gasping, coughing, and foamy, sometimes blood stem or caseous or sheezy exudate from mouth and nasal cavity. So, makakuan ko no nimo si sa mura maghihapon ni sila no, parihara sila halos sipunon ma. Pero sometimes ko no makuan si sa bloodstem. Significant mortality may occur due to hemorrhagic lesion of trachea restricting breathing. So, maglisod ginhawa siguro. Mild and latent forms of infection show few if the clinical signs of virus may still carried. So, transmissions epidemiology. Transmission primarily via airborne spread of droplets due to coughing, etc. Also, infected birds may remain carriers for life. Zoonotic risk negligible. Live untreated vaccine including Flovax vector vaccine. Biosecurity and management. Those are the controls for this disease. Next is other viral infections, avian encephalomyelitis virus, coronavirus that cause epidemic tremor. Infection can lead to a range of neurological problems including tumors. Avian adenoviruses are a group of DNA viruses. at least 12 serotypes infected the chicken where they initially grow in the intestine but may spread across infection throughout the body. Disease has no specific symptoms, so wayay kuan nga clarifying nga symptoms. Infected may persist and become latent and reemerge later. Transmission is largely vertical through eggs. Double-stranded RNA viruses, including reovirus and rotaviruses. Reovirus can cause an acute viremia, but primarily affects the joint, leading to viral arthritis. Vaccines are occasionally used in breeding flocks. Rotaviruses, which are species-specific, can lead to enteritis of diarrhea. So, chicken anemia virus, a coronavirus with a DNA genome CAV, is commonly carried with a chicken pox, usually subclinically. CAV can lead to immune suppression with its effect enhanced when a co-infection with other agents such as IV, IBDV, caliciviruses, a family of small non-development RNA viruses associated with liver infection. So, sa liver ni si Jamo, kuan nga disease. And faulty giving rise to big liver and spread disease and hepatitis splenomegaly syndrome. Chickens and vector-borne viruses. Birds can act host for several arthropods-borne viruses. Chicken can carry an amplified West Nile virus, a mosquito-borne infection that can lead to encephalitis in humans. So, other infections. West parasitic and fungal infection of chicken are rarely a cause of mortality, with the notable exception of some Eimeria species. They do represent a considerable economic burden in terms of reduced productivity. Fungal infection and contamination of feed stuff with fungal toxin. Mycotoxin is both of risk to animal health and may be passed on the people through the food chains. That's all for today. Thank you for your listening.